Hoi Iedereen, my name is Lotta and welcome to my Nook. So today I'm gonna share 5 books with you that I would read if I was in a reading slump. So the first book I would recommend is The Never King by Nikki St. Grow. This is a Peter Pan retelling. It's only 196 pages. It's really short, fast paced, but it is an interesting story. It is really spicy and it is a reverse harem. So if you like smutty books and you're in a reading slump, this is one I would highly recommend you give it a go. Then the next book I would recommend is Verity by Colleen Hoover. I've spoken to so many people who have read this book and they've all read it in one day, because once you're past that first chapter you just can't stop reading and you just immediately have to finish the entire book. It is a sort of beginning thriller kind of book. It definitely gave me those thriller vibes, but I can understand why thriller loving people say this is barely a thriller, but I really enjoyed it. It's about a girl named Loan who gets asked to continue a book series because of the woman Verity, who has been in an accident and isn't able to write. She moves into the house and then strange things happen. And yeah, I highly recommend this book. Even my boyfriend, who normally doesn't read fiction, read this book and loved it. So yeah, highly recommend. Then the next book I highly recommend is The Assassin's Blade. And this is a recent read for me because I read it 2 days ago. And the reason I would highly recommend this book is because if you are a fantasy lover and you are in that reading slump, this book has, I believe, 4 or 5 different stories, which in the beginning are very short. So it's easy to, read it, get into it, and then after that get sucked in. I highly recommend this book if you are a fantasy lover and you are in that slump. This is by Sarah J. Maas, by the way, but you all know. Then the fourth book I would recommend is Heartstopper Volume 1. This is by Alice Oseman and it is a graphic novel, as you can see. I think graphic novels are a great way to get out of that slump, because it's just really fast, it's really quick, you don't have to, you'll get into it easy, and this is really a nice quick story, which actually got me out of the reading slump last month. So, just give it a try. And then the 5th and final book, and this may come as a surprise, but it is the Mindfuck series by St. Abbey. And you're probably like, girl, if you're in a reading slump, you don't want to read a book that is this thick. But hear me out. These are 5 stories. The first story is only 123 pages, so it's like this. Let me tell you first what the book is about if you don't know already. This book is about a female serial killer who falls in love with an FBI agent, and it is 5 stories. But if you're in a reading slump, just pick up the first book. I promise you'll get into it very quick. When I started reading this book, I couldn't stop. It was so addicting. That's why I do recommend to read this if you're in a reading slump. So those were all the 5 books I recommend if you're in a reading slump. I hope they were diverse enough so it can cater you all. But yeah, I highly believe these books will help you if you're in a reading slump. They definitely helped me. So this was just a quick little video, but I hope you really enjoyed it. And please let me know if you want a different video with my top 5 of whatever you want. You can just leave it in the comments down below and I will be sure to make that video. So thank you so much for watching my video and I'll see you in the next one. Doei!